Once again, you know what it is. Once again, you know what it is. It's your man, Sean and Conrad in the building. Happy to be with you guys on a Monday. Listen, episode 187 on the Undercover Cobb. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to my boy Conrad. My name is Sean. Clash of the Podcast is officially on the air. We're fired up, man. WrestleMania season is coming, and WrestleMania week for Clash of the Podcast is coming. About to drop the official schedule for WrestleMania week. The shows, we're going to give you guys something every single day. Me and Conrad are not going to sleep that week, man, off the benefit of y'all. We appreciate y'all, but there's a lot to talk about. Sami Zayn's a new United States champion. Notice how excited I am in my face. We got a lot of stuff going on tonight on Monday Night Raw from Madison Square Garden. It's a lot to talk about, man. So without further ado, there's only one thing left to say. Conrad's here. I'm here. You guys are here. Conrad, my brother from another mother. Drop that thing.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. File in one at a time. If you haven't peeped the game, Sean, I like StreamYard's new little look here. A little bit better than that duck sitting on top.
Fire.
Yeah, way better. Keep it up, StreamYard. Hopefully you fixed all the issues, too. We got a lot of people in here, man, so we're going to do our shout-outs, man, quickly as possible here. We got Clown in the house.
Queasy, 1-3-Z, 4-Tweezy.
He says, afternoon, everyone. It's 2026, and I can't believe this needs to be said. If you meet a wrestler at a show and think their merch is too expensive, don't pull a knife on them. Speedy recovery to Cruel. Yeah,
that's insane. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. There's moments where people always say, yeah, that new generation isn't as tough as the old one. I keep seeing the same stuff happen. That's crazy to hear, though, in 2026. MJB in the place to be says, good evening, peeps. Can I just say I like Leo Rush's new gimmick, especially the black blood or ink.
MJB in the place to be. In this dancery, don't need no hateration, holleration, so just dance for me. What up, though?
For sure. Yeah, Leo Rush's new gimmick. I've seen it before, so I'm kind of used to it. I think they could have explained it better to the audience, but I think it's kind of one of those, you don't have house shows anymore, so you know what? Go try it. If it gets over, great. 82 million views says otherwise on social media. It looks like it worked.
There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of the Blackheart gimmick he was doing in New Japan. Absolutely. Vinny.
The only Vinny we like.
Says, happy Monday and holy/Easter week. God bless. Jesus loves y'all, chat.
Yes, he certainly does, man. Thankful for this very special time of year. I got church crazy out the yin yang all week long. I'm in church all week long. It's going to be nuts. This is actually my only time. Bible study canceled tonight because we have church Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. But I love it. And Vinny, we got nothing but love for you as well, dude.
Always, Vinny. Thank you. Quills said, what up, Conrad, Sean, and chat? Your boy, Sir Quills, is back in to enjoy my two favorite bros, CJ and Hubbs, for episode 187 of the best wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast. Hashtag EPW, hashtag HWW.
Quilly!
He said, thank the wrestling gods for AEW because SmackDown was laughable and TNA's sacrifice was pathetic in all caps. There was some good, though Leon Slater was awesome. And Jada Stone is a star. Congrats to Ricky Sosa. Yes, Ricky Sosa. Bang, bang. Sosa. I like the entrance. Yeah. I'll tell you this. Leon Slater's not long for TNA. Just remember my words. Heed my warning. And if that entrance gets over, the little bang, bang. Sosa. He's not long for this world either. So enjoy the 2 to 3 years you got. Because he's 21. Enjoy that little bit of time. And you'll be hearing, we are wild and young. Oh, that's not the song anymore for NXT. You know what I'm saying. They're gone. Yes. Ray Top said, happy Monday, guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend.
It's Ray Day. Just count.
What up, Ray? Ray says that this situation is tough. He went right to the U.S. title situation. Talk about Melo. Melo's been a consistent champion, deserves to be on Mania. I do think it's impossible to leave someone like Sammy off the card. What do you mean? They did it last year. Don't get me started. Listen,
what happened on SmackDown was a disgrace, and I am going to have a lot to say about it very shortly.
Sammy's defense lawyer is right here that I will make arguments for. Like, he got left off the card last year. That was horrible. Dynasty's looking like a fire card, though. Absolutely. Our good friend Matt Lopez.
M. Leezy, Fo, Sheezy. He says, hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good weekend. Let's keep the week off right with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. Who's he talking about? Must be talking about us. He also goes on to say, oh, my apologies. I've been dealing with a bad head cold since Saturday. Still feeling it, headaches, chills, no appetite, coughing. So I'm not as active as much, but it's not that I'm not watching. I'm just chilling. No, we appreciate that, man. Get well soon.
Yeah, heal up, brother. Heal up.
If you remember 6 months ago, I'm just throwing a number out there. 2 weeks in a row. 1 week I couldn't come on at all. And then the second week, it was audio only. I felt like I was going to die. So listen, man, praying for you. Feel better.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And it happens. Trust me. It's never both of us are sick at the same time. It's always one, and then it makes its way over to the other one eventually.
Exactly. I mean, especially when you have a kid or a significant other.
Yeah. AEW Fan Hub. What's good? He said, hello, everyone. Have a good show, guys. Thank you.
What up, man? What up?
Derek said, what up, y'all? Yo. My guy, Hub.
My guy, Derek. I'm still waiting. It's just us, oos.
SC says, hey, hope we're having an amazing day. Hope you're having an amazing day.
God bless you, man. God bless you. And by the way, we do understand the name. We love it, but there's some, stuff that we can't really, but we appreciate you, man. God bless.
They ain't catching me on the YouTube. They get real funny about stuff like that. So I don't want to get in trouble.
You know what the sad part is? Something like that they would flag us for, which we totally understand and appreciate the name. But if we said something even more controversial or more crazy, they would be fine with it. It's like they're very selective.
And let me say this too. And I'm just saying this to all our chat and our people. Check our comments afterwards too, because sometimes people talk a little sly in the comment section out their mouth, especially on the shorts. And watch your mouth is what I'm going to say to some of the people. And the other thing I'm going to say is that we appreciate all of you who interact with us and just support us and do all of that for us. I don't think you guys get told that enough by other YouTube channels. So I wanted to say that we appreciate y'all over here on Clash, and we're doing our darndest to make you guys happy. So thank you. Share us with a friend. XG Dub says, work got a hold on me. Hopefully it's not a rest hold. But sorry. Appreciate you, X. BJ says, just got finished with arms and chest. Will be listening and chatting on my cardio. What up, y'all? Hope y'all been well. Appreciate
Everybody loves a BJ.
Professor BJ.
That's his Twitter name. That's his Twitter name. Relax. That's his Twitter name.
It is. Miracle.
I'm searching for a miracle. Believe the impossible.
He says, what up to my favorite podcast tag team, Conrad and Sean. As always, looking forward to discussing some wrestling with you in the chat. Zach, it's been a minute, brother. Zach says, National Hot Chicken Day, everyone.
When I wake up in the morning and the longest out of morning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time.
Did it. Zach Morris, my office. All right, Miracle said, let's see if Melo is added to the U.S. title match. He fits anyway with that finish, and his history with Trick alone. We will see by SmackDown this week, I think, to see if they're going to do that. Cena hosting is a money grab. It's a ticket seller for sure. Leon Slater is already gone and been gone. That's a fact, because I haven't seen him anywhere. Noob says, hello, hope you all had a great weekend. Thank you, Noob. And appreciate the tag. Doug says, another Monday, another Clash. Conrad, Sean, chat. Teach him how to Dougie. Teach him how to Dougie. Teach him how to Dougie.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Okay, now Conrad Belding. Hey, I'm just saying. T-Ferg, what's good, fellas? Hope everyone had a great weekend. I know the Duke Blue Devils did it.
Yo,
I'm so sorry for that buzzer beater, guys.
yo,
Sorry.
that's one of the most epic. That's one of the most historic finishes in the history of the game.
Hand down, man down. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, shout out to Young Boozer, man, but just hold the ball. Just hold the ball.
Why didn't they play defense on that shot? Bro, they could pull. If you're past half court, if you're at half court, they might pull. I would have jumped if they were in the back court. I'm not taking any chances on
Especially with 3 seconds left.
I've seen too many people lose games like that.
But people, you know what the sad part is? People are going to forget. 19-point lead.
Yeah.
It's not just about that play. It's about a 19-point lead. By the way, Conrad, first team, and Leasy or somebody help me out with this. They're the first team ever, but I don't know if it's 184-0 or 134-0 or something like that. Let's just say 150-0, and somebody will get me the number. Before yesterday, college basketball teams that were number one seeds with a 15-point lead were 150-0 until yesterday.
Funny enough, Doug brings up his parlay. I'm just saying.
I want to say, before somebody finds it, I want to say 184-0. I'm just for some reason 184 sticks out in my head.
Now, my bracket's busted for NCAA, but I will say my winning team in the end is still in, I believe.
Well, I got the Wolverines winning the whole thing.
Handshake through the screen, brother. We are okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Arizona ain't looking bad either, though. I've been seeing them. I'm like, they're balling.
Yo, Emleezy, I'm saying 150 as a guess, bro. I'm really thinking it's 184. I think the number is 184-0.
It was something ridiculous. The stats have been. I feel bad for the North Carolina coaches though. Like the stats they pulled up, I was like, man, y'all trying to get these guys fired? Like y'all got to chill. Like it was immediately after the game. Like, well, since Coach K, blah blah blah, and since Roy Williams, and I'm like, can y'all these? We got to find a coach. Relax. I'll send you a screenshot for sure. I'll definitely check that out, Doug. Yeah, man. Let's get into some wrestling talk, shall we, Sean? Sean,
yes,
Sean put together a gracious graphic that I have not shared yet. You're getting it exclusively here on Clash of the Podcast first. So first off, if you like it, all thanks to Sean. I didn't do nothing but just be there. So I'm hitting the button. This is my contribution to this. Here it is, Sean.
Yo, really excited to reveal WrestleMania week. I said on social media yesterday, day before yesterday, that today we'll be revealing it. It's time, man. We're about 2.5 weeks out, and we're ready to rock and roll. Make sure you set those notifications for both channels because we're going to be live all week long. We're bringing you guys live content all week long. Look at the days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will be bringing you live content. On Monday, obviously, we'll be here for a special WrestleMania prediction edition of Clash of the Podcast. On Tuesday, Conrad and I, first time ever, going to do a WWE 2K video stream. So that's going to be really exciting on the EPW channel. Obviously, on Wednesday, we got to make sure we remember that my guy Derek and Conrad live for their AEW review every Wednesday night. That does not change. Thursday, a special edition of Hubbonomics. We're going to have special guests. Myself, Conrad, and special guests are going to be doing a State of the WWE roundtable. It's going to be a lot to talk about, and we're going to go really heavy into that subject matter. Friday night, a live main event segment watch-along on HW Weekly. We're going to be watching the last 30 minutes of probably maybe 45 minutes of SmackDown. I'm really excited about that. We're going to go right into the WrestleMania weekend with that. WrestleMania Saturday, right here, or right on the HW Weekly channel, rather. World Championship, WWE Championship specifically, watch along. So make sure you guys check that out. Watch along for the WWE Championship. When Randy Orton and Cody walk the aisle, we will be on the air on HW Weekly. That very same evening on EPW, Conrad, myself, and maybe a special guest will be bringing you the WrestleMania post show. Immediately following, when we see a new or a still WWE champion, we're going to be going right into the post show, and then we're going to have a post show on WrestleMania Sunday as well. So, man, it's a lot of stuff going on. We always put our heart and soul on the line every single week for you guys, but WrestleMania week, we try and make it special. Live content every single day. You cannot tell me that that's not unique. I think we are doing a lot, and we appreciate you guys, and this is our way of showing it.
You know what that sounds like to me? That's right. That's right. You get ready. But yeah, lots of good content coming up. Joel, welcome in, my friend. Thank you for the $2 super chat. He said, looking forward to Mania Week with EPW and HWW. Appreciate you.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
WrestleMania peaked for me from 17 to 24. I get it. Ruthless aggression, kid. Listen, I've been talking a lot about ruthless aggression with people. I miss when WrestleMania felt like WrestleMania. Who you telling, brother? Who you
Shout
telling?
out to my guy Derek too. It's 134-0. Wow.
Yes. Yes. Appreciate it. It's gonna be more interesting than WWE WrestleMania week, bar none. I appreciate that, Quills. Thank you,
sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm glad someone finds this interesting.
I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to all of our content because we're going to be live every single day. But that video game stream is going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to piece together something, ideas. Maybe we'll just ask the live chat, whatever you guys want to see on the screen.
I'll give you guys one guess who I'm going to be, who's going to be my character. At least I'm going to play with that character at least 1 or 2 matches. I'll give you one guess.
WrestleMania, I will defeat you. It's WrestleMania 3.
Oh my God, that was funny. That was pretty good.
I think I'm off though on your pick. You're gonna have to be Jey Uso one time. Huh?
I mean, at least one time.
Okay, I can respect that.
You know what it's gonna be pretty soon? Uso, bad man.
I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man.
I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel something happening. Y'all tired of eating? Okay. You're tired of eating? Okay. It's coming, y'all. The Tribal Chief 2.0 is coming.
Before we get into that, though, I do have some additional things I want us to get into real quick. If you didn't get a chance to check out Maple Leaf Pro, they had 2 shows. I thought I had fun watching both of these. Tremendous show. We had a lot of good women's wrestling. As you can see, Athena versus Taylor Rising. Yeah, insert Triple H joke here. Red Velvet taking on Alice Crawley. Really good matches. Ricochet Rich Swann was one of the standout ones I saw a lot of people just so happy for. The inaugural tag titles were finally crowned. Very interesting. Kingston Ortiz, Adam Priest, and Tommy Billington opened up the show. Really fun stuff. And then on night 2, we had to crown a new champion because Josh Alexander was hurt. But we got to see a rematch with Giselle Shaw and Deonna Purrazzo. Tag titles were defended for the first time. Grudge matches with Noah wrestlers and MLW wrestlers. I feel like this is the place where things get united when it comes to pro wrestling, Shaw.
Yes, sir. I watched it. I was very excited to watch it. It felt more like a WrestleMania card, just because it was like an all-star, cast of characters that took the stage, the wrestling ring stage that is, and I honestly, they never disappoint. I love the product that they give us.
Yeah, very good. And Scott D'Amore does a tremendous job. I thought I've made it known I preferred TNA with Scott D'Amore in charge. And Sean, were you surprised by this announcement by Maple Leaf Pro on night 1? I was just coming back from, I think I had to make a run real quick out to run an errand real quick. And Scott D'Amore makes a huge announcement. TSN Sports, they are going to be airing MLP Mayhem now, starting this summer in July. They have a television show. Crazy.
I mean, it's exciting. I mean, like I said, I think MLP is a really good product. And I love the fact that they're not going to have a slot to be able to showcase that on something other than pay-per-view. Yeah,
that's a big deal, too. And the same channel that AEW's on, and Tony Khan was shaking hands and, hey, what's going on, Scott? Good to see you. They opened up the show together. So, very interesting. Liked it. It'll be a series. It won't be 52 weeks. Okay. Still, big deal for them, though. For Maple Leaf Pro to get a television deal. Miracle says I'm going to check that out in July.
Yeah, you should, bro.
Get Don Callis off my screen. Yo, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Don Callis on commentary. Number one, he ain't beating these allegations, and number two, Don Callis actually did like a crazy good job. He was hating hard. Someone was like, "Man, this guy's almost as good as Kyle Fletcher." What are you watching, Morrow? What are you talking about? As good as Kyle Fletcher? And he just started going in for his guy, and I was like, "Very well done."
He's gifted on a microphone. Nobody can take that away from him.
Yeah. I'm checking out later. I love cross-promotion events. Yes, and we're going to talk about that one as well that you had just brought up. But, Sean, real quick before we get into I know everybody's waiting for the WrestleMania stuff. We're going to get into it, I promise. One last little history thing. Sean, where were you? How many years ago would it be now? 25 years ago, 4 days ago. What were you doing back then?
25 years ago, I have no idea.
I was an 8th grader, and
that means I was a freshman in high school. Okay.
Yeah, I was just chilling, hanging around probably, and I just remember turning on the television. I think I might have heard it a little bit before, like someone may have told me because I didn't have a computer back then. But do you remember seeing this image?
I remember. Oh my goodness!
What a sad day in the world of pro wrestling.
People didn't think so, but I did.
The WWF buys their rival WCW. Now, listen, there's a lot of horrific things that have happened in pro wrestling. I'm not talking about people's deaths. I'm not talking about horrible, horrible things that have happened in pro wrestling. We're just talking business right here, okay? I just want to make that clear before someone tries to pin this on me and or Sean or both of us. Listen.
It's sad a disclaimer needs to be said, but I agree why you said it.
This is a sad day in pro wrestling when this happened. I didn't realize it at first. I'll be the first one to admit it. I was more of a WWF guy, but I always watched WCW, found a way to like get into, the cruiserweights are pretty cool. I like this going on. Johnny B. Bad's cool. Saturday nights I would watch it, but more so always. Oklahoma had to go. Had to go.
That was people don't see. Everybody's too sensitive, bro. People don't. Like,
I just don't want to see a man with barbecue sauce all over him getting German suplexed by Medusa. I'm like, what is this?
But it was funny. People don't like to admit it. You can say it was funny. It was funny.
I was not a fan personally of it.
Okay.
Give me, you know what I was into? Give me 3 Count and the Young Dragons.
Don't go breaking my heart. Oh, yeah.
Get up on your feet now. Put your hands together. We like the Backstreet Boys and sing too. Britney Spears is kind of cute. Yo, they were bugging.
Conrad is killing. Yo.
Tank Abbott out here dancing. Crazy.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Crazy. I'm mad we both knew 3 Count. They're like only 2 songs.
I was actually a fan, especially
I like the Filthy Animals.
Courageous was not bad. Sugar Shane Helms, they were good.
As much as I trash K-Dog today with some of his takes, and
when Tank Abbott joined up, there you go, M. Leezy right on the money. When Tank Abbott joined them, oh my God. That was fun. See, WCW didn't always suck. But WCW by that time, WCW
it was too late.
Too late, exactly.
Yeah. Because other people can't make mistakes. Meanwhile, other companies can make mistakes, and it's not that big a deal. It's not that
Talk
big
about
a deal.
it.
Here comes BJ. The name on the contract says McMahon, but it reads Shane McMahon.
Yep.
Someone said Vampiro. Vampiro was dope back then. He probably
didn't he beat Sting in pay-per-view?
Yeah. Dude, 1 week you could be in the main event, and then the next week you aren't even on like Saturday nights. Like, see you at the Power Hour.
Yep.
Like, it was crazy. It changed pro wrestling as we know it. Don't like monopolies. I told someone this. It gave WWE, if this was a relay race, it gave them a 20 stride head start. 20 years worth of strides. And now everyone's trying to play catch up. And will you ever? Don't know.
It's hard, yeah.
Don't know. But it sucks, and this is where we are with wrestling. I just wanted to bring that up just so people would, get it thinking, going through their brain, kind of like on this day type of deal. So, WCW, you are missed, and I'm mad that you guys even did that. Moving forward, though, Sean, we got some wrestling, some WrestleMania stuff to talk about. We did have breaking news. John Cena will be the host of WrestleMania 42. Look at this good guy. Look at him. He's back already.
That's corny. That's corny. We just said goodbye to your punk so-and-so self a couple weeks ago. Now all of a sudden, here you come. A couple months ago, whatever. Like, here you come hosting WrestleMania. Oh, give me a break, bro. Give me a break.
Listen, maybe Gunther will face him again because he doesn't apparently have a match. I hope they figure it out tonight. If tonight I don't hear something, I'm worried.
I agree, Quills. It does reek of desperation. That's pathetic, bro. Hey, what you can do? Why don't you come back and host? Like, come on,
Quills. We needed that last week. It could have reeked of awesomeness. Go check our episode from last week if you want to hear us talk about Edge and Christian. Why we don't need a host, dude. What is the host of WrestleMania? Has there ever been a host of WrestleMania that you liked that you were like they did this well?
The Rock.
Yeah, but we knew what was coming with that. We were like, oh yeah.
I mean,
get out there.
I mean, so I guess no, not really.
I've never liked it. The Miz is the host. New Day, the host of WrestleMania. It's like,
well, New Day had a good moment when they introduced the Hardy Boys.
I was there.
I know you were.
I fear if I ever play that for you guys, that your eardrums will definitely go crazy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Just sad, man.
I think that should be a T-shirt when it's like WWE. I don't know. It's just sad, man.
It is. I don't know what else to say about it, man. I don't like host. It's never been a good thing. At least Triple H won't aura farm to start the show this year.
You never know, Vinny. You never know. He'll find a way.
Well, if not him,
because he'll be the one. He'll probably be the one. Matter of fact, I predict right now he'll be the one to introduce John Cena.
Or Stephanie will.
Oh,
I discovered you on a tour bus when nothing was going on in your life.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see old John.
They both are sickening. The whole family.
Ray, you got to admit, you got to go away so I can miss you.
Yeah, it's been 3 months.
He said, "I'll take it." Yeah, it hasn't been long enough. Hasn't been long enough. Let's get into some of these matches and matchups. Shall we? Do you want to talk the overall stuff first, or you want to get right to the U.S. title stuff? I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I mean, we should talk about the U.S. title because I think there's a glaring issue here that we need to discuss, and I think it's really.
Let's get. He's gonna lose the belt in 2-3 weeks because that's what they do too. All right, Sean is probably going to present the case for others, and I am on the other side, but I'm also going to defend Sami Zayn here because me and Sean kind of had a little conversation in private about this.
The World Wrestling Entertainment brand has for many years done whatever it wants to do without thinking about the fans, especially over the past 10 years or so. It's been pretty hard to watch. I'm watching SmackDown. I'm watching a young, talented competitor by the name of Carmelo Hayes, who's gotten some major victories over the past couple of months defending his United States Championship. And we also have Sami Zayn, who has been pretty good backstage with his interactions with Cody Rhodes, his interactions with Randy Orton. I see it. I like what I see. But you know what I didn't like? What I didn't like is watching that man, Carmelo Hayes, lose the United States title just 3 weeks before WrestleMania. I'm so tired of seeing people work hard all year just to have their hopes and dreams snatched away by over-impetuous, unreliable, and inadequate storyline writers. And I'm talking about you, Paul Levesque. Unoriginal, uninspiring, disrespectful. In what world does Sami Zayn deserve to be the United States champion over Carmelo Hayes? In what world do we see Carmelo Hayes not having the chance to walk into WrestleMania as the United States Heavyweight Champion? In what world do we see Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams as a better option than Trick versus Melo WWE in a continuation from their storyline from NXT? It was ready-made. It was right there for you. And what does WWE do? WWE throws in a monkey wrench to say, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give Sami Zayn the United States title. And then announce 2 minutes later, which Conrad, by the way, predicted immediately because WWE, not because Conrad is smart, because he is smart, but it had nothing to do with Conrad being intelligent. Conrad's a very intelligent guy. But Stevie Wonder could see that that's what they were going to do. WWE continues to disappoint and take food out of the mouths of deserving guys who deserve an opportunity to showcase their talents on the biggest stage in the industry. Now, yes, Carmelo may be added to the match, but Sami Zayn should have never been added to the match. It should have been Melo versus Trick for the United States Championship. Two young, hungry, black NXT alumni facing each other in what I would have predicted to be a really good opening match of WrestleMania 42. But instead, we get Sami Zayn stuffed down our throats yet again. The same Sami Zayn that did not deserve to beat Gunther after 600 plus days. A Sami Zayn that did not deserve to be the main event at WrestleMania 39. A Sami Zayn that to me has always been someone that WWE has forced down our gullet, like our moms stuffed disgusting broccoli down our gullet and liver and onions when we were kids. I'm sick and tired of it. What they did to Carmelo was a freaking crime.
I feel like we've had this conversation before, but I feel like we have to revisit it again. This is not Sami Zayn's fault. This is how you book Sami Zayn. You do this constantly. Sami Zayn is the placeholder. Sami Zayn will help transition this championship over. Sami Zayn was the funny guy in the bloodline, and his moment is not to beat Roman. His moment is going to be to beat the Usos. They constantly do this. Oh, Kevin can be with them. And I'm not saying like Kevin Owens is bad, the Usos are bad, or anything else with it. What I'm saying is Sami Zayn clearly has something, and you keep doing this. You keep transitioning it. Move it over. It's not Sammy's fault. It's horrible. And I see people calling him Sammy Hogan online, Sean. Once again,
well, that might be a little too much, but
he's dropping the leg drop to be the mid-card champion, which he's complained about in interviews, and he has complained about Triple H's booking. Like, I don't think that's fair to Sammy. And then people are going to crap all over Sammy for this, and I just don't think it's right. It's not Sammy's choice. He got left off WrestleMania last year. That was a crime, in my opinion. I was like, how do we not have Sami Zayn on this show at all? He's not doing anything. I think
people like Millennial and Vinny have it right. Sami Zayn got lucky. Let's just call a spade a spade. Sami Zayn got lucky. Because you know what? If it had been, give me anybody. If it had been give me some fledgling, because he was fledgling, all right. Give me some fledgling stuff. If the Miz,
Nakamura,
yes, the Miz. Well, maybe not Nakamura. If the
Cesaro,
Miz, I'm going with the Miz. If the Miz had motivated his way into Roman Reigns' dressing room, and the Miz said exactly what Sami Zayn said, and did exactly what Sami Zayn did, basically being an annoying dork, then the Miz would have gotten further in his career. Now, the Miz is already a Hall of Famer, so that's a little bit of a reach as far as my example. But you understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about underutilized guys And I admit, Sammy is underutilized. But at the end of the day, absolutely not, Derek. Absolutely not. Jey Uso did not. My guy Derek said, did Jey Uso get lucky? How did Jey Uso get lucky? Jey Uso made his own way. Jey Uso was fire in the bloodline.
He's saying that the bloodline did help propel Jey, is what I.
Yeah, but Jey Uso was already fire before. Jey Uso was fire when he was the right hand man. Matter of fact, people think Jey Uso as the right hand man was the best version of Jey Uso.
It depends on what you're counting as the rub for Jey, because obviously they're cousins. You know what I'm saying, though. I don't want to.
Sami Zayn is not even Samoan.
He didn't have to be, though, Sean. I don't think you said Miz could have delivered. Miz, they gave him money in the bank.
Let me say this very definitively, and I want you to take the stage. And thank you, Vinny. I agree with you completely. Sami Zayn or The Miz are interchangeable in the role that Sami played in the Bloodline. The floor is yours.
The Miz is not interchangeable because they gave him that Money in the Bank briefcase and he was awful. We knew he won the belt. I did it. I'm like, bro, the moment Bobby Lashley touches this man, it is over. It is over. I said, book the match. And I knew it was done. The Miz is not the same Miz. You cannot interchangeably put people in there. Would Miz have been funny? Tell me one time when the Miz was funny.
The Miz hasn't been funny, but the Miz has been like, the Miz has talked in the ring, and the fans have cheered him like he was Hulk Hogan when he was talking about Roman Reigns and John Cena.
I've never felt Miz that. I think he's a good talker, 100%. I don't think that he's ever been able to get the people.
I see Miracle saying Jimmy got hurt and that's why Jey got his shot. If you want to say that Jey got lucky because Jimmy got hurt, I'll give you that. Jey caught a break. But are we going to say that?
We're not. Why are we saying caught a break? Hold on, because I want to go off on this too a little bit. Noob, I don't think you're wrong. He did, but Sami Zayn didn't take an opportunity from Chad Gable. This is Sean has heard me say this multiple times. What am I about to say, Sean? This is their little violin for Sami Zayn because everyone's like, Sami works really hard. Sami has great matches up and down the card. Since NXT was on Hulu, he had that killer match with Cesaro. He's great. He's fantastic.
Killer.
That match with Cesaro is fantastic.
I love it. It was a good match, Conrad.
I love that match.
I respect it was a good match. It was
you go find me a match from Florida Championship Wrestling that is better. I will wait. You're not going to, I promise you. Or no, there's one that you could probably find. Find me 5. Let me say that.
Okay, that's fair. Now I'll give you that. Now one I could find.
Don't show me no Liaki promos though. If you don't know who that is, look it up. But I'm not falling for that. But I don't think Sami took something away from Chad Gable. Sami's just like, I want a shot, bro. Like, there's nothing wrong with this guy saying, I want a shot. I think I can do this.
But what you're debating right now is me saying that Sami got lucky.
Right. And I'm going to say the same thing with Jey. I don't think they got lucky, though. I think you were put in a position and you knocked it out of the park. They threw the ball to you and you went, got it. I'm out. Same thing with Jey. Derek can be mad as all he wants about the Jey Uso thing. He did it, bro. At the end of the day, he did it. Now, this is going to sound mean. Sometimes I think WWE fans are entrance merchants. I'm not going to lie to you about that. And that's not a shot at Jey. That's a shot at everyone. They love entrances. I just said the same thing about Ricky Sosa. That if you got an over entrance, that's not going to be cut off in the commercial breaks. But I want people to focus in on these guys.
You know what bothers me, Conrad?
I thought I had the floor.
You did have. I thought you were done.
No, I'm definitely not done.
No, go ahead then. I didn't know you were freaking.
Go ahead, Fit.
No, I don't want to talk now. Now I want to wait.
Okay. This has irked me though. Like Sami pulled this stunt. What stunt did Sami pull? This is Triple H's booking. He was like, give me that match. Like I said, no one is Hulk Hogan for mid-card titles. No one's like, yeah, give me that. He has said, look up the interview. He said, at least with Gomez, I had a chance that he might randomly say, we're switching everything today. Triple H ain't switching nothing. His plan is his plan usually. He said that. Like, I don't know, man. Why did Carmelo Hayes have to become? It was Friday. I don't know, Quills. He should have been in the match. I told Sean, Carmelo and Trick, it's right there. The story is a layup, bro. A layup. Let me go to BJ. But Sean, we have to see the bigger picture where WWE creates stars good enough, but never bigger than the WWE so they can control them. Don't worry. They'll tell us in 15 years they were huge stars. That is true.
That is actually very true what he just said. Yes.
To be fair, they were building Sammy versus Trick since he debuted on SmackDown. That is also true. I kind of agree with that with Miracle. I mean, did it need to be for the title? What do you think what do you do with these three then? We're just talking Sammy, Trick, and Carmelo. What would you have done, Sean? Perfect world. Sean, you got the pen.
It would have been Trick versus Melo for the United States Championship, and Sammy would be doing something else.
But what is something else, though, to you? Like, he's obviously not going to feud with Cody.
To me, Sami Zayn could have not had a match and still played a major role in WWE WrestleMania.
I thought he might interfere in, like, the Drew and Jacob stuff.
Why is this? This is what pisses me off, bro. And I'm dead serious when I say this is not me being funny. I'm not joking. Sammy did not need a match this year. But Sammy could have still been in a major... You want to know what I would have had Sami Zayn doing? Sami Zayn would have cost Cody Rhodes the WWE Undisputed Championship. That's what Sami Zayn should have done. And it would have been perfect. But WWE's stupid, bro. Like, I don't understand. Chat, let me know. Conrad, let me know. You want to know what I would have had Sami Zayn doing? Sami Zayn would have not been on TV for the next 3 weeks. And Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton would have been interfered with by Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn would have cost Cody Rhodes the title, and it would have led to a feud between Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes, and would have probably put Sami Zayn on a trajectory to possibly get a title shot. That's what he should have done.
More on that momentarily for that other feud.
Come on, bro. Like, Sami Zayn would have been the star of WrestleMania Night 1. There would have been nothing talked about more than Sammy. You want to put Sammy in a position to be successful? Okay. Let's have him cost Cody the title. He would have been the number one subject on SmackDown the next Friday. How come I'm the only one that sees this? This is not hard. You know what pisses me off, Conrad? This is not hard. This is not hard. I'm not even getting paid to do WWE content. I could sit at home on my couch and say, you know what's a good idea? Sami Zayn should interfere in the WWE title match, piss everybody who likes Cody off, make everybody happy who likes Randy Orton, and it would be an instant feud between him and Cody Rhodes. He'd be in a main event or co-main event slot, and he'd be in a position to possibly ascend to a championship level. It's not hard.
I feel, Sean, he has ascended to that level multiple times. You can put him there, but you don't want to keep him there. So that's fine if that's not what you're going to do. But tell the brother that then. Stop giving him this false hope. I don't understand this. To me, this is just good. All this means to me is that this is going to get dragged out longer. It's going to be the constant, hey, Code, you know, I was really rooting for you at blah, blah, blah. Like, this is going to keep continuing because everything takes longer. Joel says, Melo does nothing for me. Trick is a star. Why is Trick a bigger star than Melo, Joel? I'm curious to know why people think
whoop that Trick.
Besides that, though, because I'm going to listen, call me a jerk. I got friends who get mad at me when I say it. There are certain people who are, and then the bell rings. Now what?
You can put Jey Uso in that category, but
I do.
But at the end of the day, I think the other things count, though.
I think there's other people that are more egregious of it too. Say his name,
and he appears.
The bell has to ring, bro. If it sucks, it sucks. I get it, bro. We've talked about this before, Sean. What's more important in wrestling? Good matches? Is it mic work? I think it's a combination of it and who your character is and all of that. Are there some people who are 5-tool players? Absolutely. Are there some people who is Dean Malenko, great technical wrestler, but he still entertains me in the ring, but not on the microphone? There's other people who it's like, dude, your entrance is great. I love it. It's a vibe. You can definitely feel it. It's cool. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people who have certain things about it. What about Trick is better than Melo? Because Melo's fantastic in the. I think Melo's the better in-ring wrestler.
I just answered your question. You thought I was kidding.
No. Trick has that. Is Trick better on the mic? I mean, He's got the phrases.
No.
What happening? You WWE loves all that stuff. Let's talk about
it. But he's not. But he's not, because if you give Melo a chance to do his thing. Melo was killing it in the NXT.
Trick has more personality than Melo.
That's debatable. I think they both have glaring personalities. I think Trick has been put in better positions to show his personality.
I will say this, Sean, and I've always said this. This is Shawn Michaels and Diesel, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, Diesel got the chance first, yeah.
Why is Trick over? What started helping Trick get over? It was the pairing with Melo. That's what started it, truthfully. Listen, that little trick shot knee, that sucks. I'm going to say I hate that move when I say, trick shot. I'm like, what are we, 8 years old? Running knee, reverse. I don't like it. I think he needs a better finishing move. But I don't know, man. Street Profits, don't even bring them up. Where are they? Trick has more personality. Delayed Grats, what's good? Shout out to Sammy Hogan. Once again, people calling him Sammy Hogan.
Because it's ridiculous how he won the title, Conrad. I think that's the bottom line. It's ridiculous how he won the title.
The problem
there's no reason for him to have won that title.
Do you think it's fair, though, sometimes? In this situation, I don't think it's fair to give the hate to Sammy. Give the hate to the booker.
I never hated Sammy.
No, but I'm saying the fans are putting it on. Like, you heard what people said. I'll pull them all up again. Sammy pulled this last year. Sammy did. I'm like, Sammy didn't do anything.
Well, if anybody's saying that Sammy did anything, then that's not true.
I think they mean Triple H, but they're saying Sammy.
Yeah, they're saying that Sammy does not deserve the blame for the decisions. But it's unfortunate because he's being put in a position to be hated because of what's going on. Because I promise you the fans are going to be cheering for Trick Williams.
That's exactly where I was going with the Delayed Grass. Trick Williams is taller. WWE loves the bigger, taller guys to be the top men. Always been like that. The trick shot has started looking better since he started training. It's gotten better, but like I said, I think he's just too big to be doing that move, man. If he's big and powerful, like hit a big and powerful move. Where's the power bomb? Hit something else, you know? But I don't know. That's just me with him. Let's look at the rest of this card, Sean, because you've talked about Cody and Randy. Looking at where we are with WrestleMania, just quick overviews of this stuff, because we're gonna be talking about this probably for the next few weeks anyway. Well, you mentioned Randy winning. I'm interested.
Randy better win.
I think you're gonna be disappointed that night.
I know early WWE sucks. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't get my hopes up. I speak. This is what I do. I speak the truth. I speak 90% of the time. I speak what the fans want and what WWE should do. But in the same breath, I say, but it's probably not going to happen. That's where the whole, that sounds like a good idea, but you know what that means, comes from.
You should have worn
that. Because WWE is probably going to have Cody Rhodes win. Because WWE has turned Cody Rhodes into their golden boy. And I don't understand it. Cody Rhodes, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Cody Rhodes is corny in this incarnation. This incarnation of Cody Bartholomew Rhodes is corny. I don't know why people have a hard time wrapping their head around it. I mean, look at his entrance last Friday on SmackDown. How long he was walking to the ring for 15 minutes. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Or that pull apart brawl that was super long.
Come on, bro. Like, that was corny. And why do we need to see him leave his bus? Why?
Why? You didn't pay the $10,000 to get to sit on it with Cody?
Please.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I see those prices for it, I'm like, can you just imagine dropping like $10,000 and then you're just sitting on the bus, someone with the microphone comes up like, all right, everybody, if you look to your left, we have the Nightmare Factory over here. That is where Cody. Don't move too close to Cody up front there. Just get back there. All right, thank you so much. Like, what is this tour bus you paid for? Like,
bro, we've seen scrums and brawls and stuff in WWE before. That one last Friday was cringe, bro. That was weak. Right. It wasn't even the best brawl of the night. Think about that. That WWE Championship brawl was not even the best brawl of the night.
It's so crazy, and I'm glad we're talking about Randy Orton now too. Sean, if you didn't even want to put Cody in this position or this match, and you did the match with Drew, or you did the 3-way match or the 4-way, like you said, what would have stopped you from doing Trick versus Randy Orton if you would have kept him a babyface and he could have turned heel at the end of the night and did the same thing?
Facts.
You could have did that as well.
Sounds like a great idea.
That's why I think he's losing, though, because why would you do the heel turn early to see what happens here? Let me see. I think Melo has personality. He's just more no nonsense. I think they want him in the ring because they know what he's good at. Are there different color graphics for nights? There's like 5 different graphics, Vinny. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, Cody probably winning, having him lose to Legends back-to-back years ain't happening for Golden Boy, most likely. Yeah, it's probably.
Look at how Vinny, and Vinny is actually a really nice guy, by the way. Vinny even talking like that should give you an indication. Even like he is the Golden Boy, bro. Like Cody, like can I just say it?
Say what you want.
This version of Cody Rhodes sucks, man. I don't even like watching that dude. Does anybody else feel like this dude is like just the corniest dude on TV? Like, dude is straight corny, bro. Like, I'm tired of holding back. I'm tired of people. Cody Rhodes, I'm saying it. Clip this, Conrad. Cody Rhodes in this incarnation in 2026 is corny. Straight up and down, upside down and backwards. He is corny. The kissing babies, the woes, the winning the championship a month before WrestleMania, after he lost the Royal Rumble, after he lost Elimination Chamber. I don't blame Cody Rhodes specifically because it's WWE booking him this way, but Cody Rhodes is corny. Right now, Cody Rhodes is a freaking cornball. I don't know why anybody else won't say it.
I don't know if I think it's that bad. I do think that Cody definitely needs to freshen and change some things up, but they're going to be resistant because when Roman goes away, that's the guy. He is the guy for them. So
Miracle, are his mic skills really good? Shout out to Miracle. Are his mic skills really good? Because to me, it seems like he's pretty repetitive.
I think he's really good when he gets the chance to do a promo and he can knock it out of the park. I think him and Doses was better. Here we go. Sorry for anyone who's about to get mad. I'm about to make a comparison. I think AEW Cody Rhodes in the beginning was a really good promo because it was in doses. One of my favorite promos he ever cut. What think, Sean, in your memory bank right now of your favorite Cody promo?
The one on MJF.
Mine is the one on Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was like, you talk about me having a silver spoon in my mouth being born in the business. Was it your dad? Oh, it must have been so hard. Your dad being a famous hockey player. And he cuts it and he says some swears in it. But I thought Cody did a good job and he got you hyped for his match. He was like, I'm going to win the title at Full Gear. He punches through the glass later on, like a week or two later. Dude, it was fantastic stuff. That's good Cody. Bad Cody is the Anthony Ogogo promo. Bad Cody is coming out there and doing some of this other stuff where I'm like, and BJ nailed it, I think, right here. It's the Codyverse is what they called it in AEW, but Cody's in WWE instead. It's about him and what they're going to do with him. Miracles. I never thought Cody was top level. His mic skills are good. Was he corny in AEW? I didn't think so. I thought in the beginning, no. But towards the end, it was getting weird a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like the beginning stages of where we're at now, we're starting at the end of his AEW run. And by the way, don't get me started on how much of a hypocrite he is.
Joel, I agree with this as well. He's excellent, he's articulate and excellent for media, key element of promotion. I do think out of all the EVPs, he was my favorite, at least when to hear him talk on like radio or a podcast, whatever, when he was talking about AEW, I thought he was good. Vinny's saying he's going to get booed out of Vegas. Do you agree with that?
100%.
Dude, Randy Orton RKO Jelly Roll, and they thought that was going to get sympathy. I was like, no, bro. Jelly Roll needs a story from a storyline perspective. Jelly Roll should have minded his own business. That's true. You don't do that to Randy Orton either. What did you think?
Mind your business. Again, it's a story. I'm talking about storyline now, because at the end of the day, he should have minded his own. I love the story. I love what Randy Orton did. Like, mind your own business, bro.
I like what Matt brought up here, and I kind of want to hear this. Sean, what's your theory on the phone calls with Randy Orton? I've heard the name Cowboy Bob batted around. I've also heard some different names batted around.
Well, let me start with what you just said. Shout out to M. Leezy. Cowboy Bob Orton would be a disappointment. Okay? Shout out to him. He's a legend. But in 2026, if the reveal was Cowboy Bob Orton, that would be silly. Who he should be on the phone with. I'm gonna give you an unrealistic, amazing scenario, and I'm gonna give you an equally amazing but more realistic scenario. The person he should be on the phone with is The Rock. I'm not gonna believe that's gonna happen. But the person he could also be on the phone with is the host of WrestleMania.
John Cena?
100%. John Cena doesn't have to wrestle, but John Cena could be the determining factor in letting Randy Orton know that he needs to get back to his old self. Because who knows better than John Cena what it takes to get the WWE title at WrestleMania by changing personalities?
Right. I'm sorry, I'm reading comments here. BJ said it's going to be Shane McMahon. I've heard some people say Ted DiBiase Jr. I don't know if they're going to do that.
My biggest thing is don't let it be nobody, because there's so many stories that are unfinished. Like, who attacked Jey Uso? Who's on the phone with Randy Orton? I mean, there's so many things that they just leave open-ended. I don't like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of mystery men, and we're still on the Jacob.
We got a payoff for was Danhausen.
Yeah. Phone call is KO. I like Miracle and Clown saying that.
Well, that wouldn't bother me. I like Kevin Owens.
Vinny says, what if it's Jericho? I don't know if it's going to be Jericho, though, Vinny, because he still has time on his deal. So I don't know if he's going to.
And what if it's Sami Zayn?
Could be. And you know what? That's important to look at these other matches. We've talked a lot about Punk and Roman. I think we're there. Honestly, at this point, Sean, and we're going to talk about the Raw main event at some point today as well. We'll come back. We'll go back to that one. I want to talk about these middle matches real quick here. Lesnar and Obafemi. We had another dominant performance between these two.
It could be an amazing match, but it could also be Brock versus Brock Lesnar WrestleMania 20 also.
Oh, Brock Goldberg, you mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah. I hope not. Like I said, you got to do it right. You got lightning in a bottle here. Make sure that you capitalize on it. We talked a lot about that. Fatu and Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match.
Should have been Hell in a Cell or a Last Man Standing, but I guess unsanctioned is cool.
I wonder if they're giving that to Cody and Orton. The Hell in a Cell was my wonder, or if Punk and Roman are getting one of the main events. I would assume, but it doesn't feel.
Why do you assume that?
I don't know. Like, why wouldn't this?
No, I love the assumption, but why do you assume WWE would pull the trigger?
Because when you look at this, why wouldn't Drew and Jacob Fatu have that if they've been beefing this whole time? Like, which match out of all these matches right here, what is the blood feud match?
You're making the same mistake you always make, Conrad. You know what mistake you're making again? You're thinking logically.
No, but I'm saying, to me, it doesn't. Putting it on the world title matches doesn't matter either, though. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I think there should have been a special match, and I think unsanctioned is not enough. I would love to see Hell in a Cell or Last Man Standing added, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Yeah, and here's the other thing.
I wanted to see a cage match between AJ and Becky Lynch.
You want a little bold early prediction too of something that may happen?
Please.
Drew keeps saying that he is not the one who took out Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, that's another open-ended one.
To me, there's only two people it can be then if it's not Drew. One, Sami Zayn.
Okay.
You have Sami say he did it, and that's part of his climb, I guess, towards the main event scene. Or it's Randy Orton. And Randy could just say, yeah, I did it before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. And then you just go through it again. That would be a little...
Sami Zayn would be better.
Yeah, it'd be a little less eventful, but then Randy's next program, as soon as he loses to Cody, is Jacob.
Yep. Makes
transition right into it. Going back to this, let's talk about the 3 women's matches we got on here. Cargill, Rhea Ripley, quick thoughts.
Disappointing promo so far. Disappointing that they're reinventing the baddies from AEW. WWE sucks.
Wow. The baddies. I don't know, man.
Just add not so in front of that, and then that's what you have right now.
Yeah.
You get it?
I get it.
I just want to make sure you got it.
I get it. I'm kidding.
I didn't know if you. I know you're a smart guy, but you kind of were rushing. I didn't know if you got that. But add
No.
not so in front of baddies, and there you have it.
Yeah, we're there. I don't know what they're gonna do with that match. That one it feels like we're redoing Charlotte and Tiffany again.
Now I will say this: I am happy that two sisters are going to have a chance to walk the aisle at WrestleMania. That's cool.
Yeah,
meaning B-Fab and Mi Chin. I'm glad they're going to be able to be on the event because they're going to be accompanying Jade.
that's a fact. AJ Lee and Becky Lynch squaring off for the Intercontinental Championship.
Very disappointing. Should have been a specialty match, but it's not. Running it back means nothing to me. This match should have been in a steel cage.
And maybe they still have time to add something to that. I mean, how many weeks are we away from this? 2-3 weeks?
There's 3 Monday Night Raws to go.
And I'll say this, Vakur and Liv Morgan, I thought it was a hell of a brawl that they had with each other. I thought it looked good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, throwing each other around. Overall, how you feel about WrestleMania? What's your hype score right now for WrestleMania out of 10? 10 being the highest. Out of
10? I'm more excited about WrestleMania week, brought to you by Clash of the Podcast and WrestleMania. WrestleMania hype 5.
Insert that DX she'll move right there, which is coming up this week. If you guys
WrestleMania hype 5.
One more time for them. Yeah. We'll see, man. Like I said, they got to find a way to get this thing in gear.
Yeah, we'll see, because I don't see it right now.
How do you do it?
What's going to happen tonight's going to probably piss me off too.
And real quick, I guess let's end on the Roman and Punk stuff. I think the Usos really got to be involved in this. Like, I'm talking fully. No BS, no frills. Jay told Punk, go get him. Like,
well, Jay actually called the shot,
Roman,
which to me was kind of like feeding into the whole. Maybe he's the new tribal chief.
Could be.
I've always said it should be Roman versus Jay for tribal chief status. I've always said that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Especially if Roman Reigns is going to leave.
Yeah. The crazy part is you have this bloodline stuff, and maybe they're going to go back to it. It was their most recent successful time period. So if we're out of good ideas, we'll go back to what worked. And
shout out to Miracle. Shout out to Miracle. Exactly, bro.
Let me see here. Mania Hype 5 sounds about right for me until showtime. Uso's going to betray Roman at WrestleMania. Unfortunately.
Nah, I don't see it. I think that I'm not going to predict who's going to win the match, but I truly believe that CM Punk is going to rejoin forces with Paul Heyman. I do. I think this is all a swerve. I think that at the end of the day, CM Punk is going to turn heel. He's going to successfully retain with the help of the Vision, and the Vision's also going to get a new member outside of CM Punk.
Interesting. We'll have to do the wait and see. Like I said, there's plenty of weeks and lead up to it. We're on the wait and see.
You didn't see it, but the chat saw it, so I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
That's right. LA, you heard it here first. CM Punk and LA Knight are going to join the Vision.
Oh man, it's gonna be weird. LA Knight not in the match either. Like kind of.
That's what I'm trying to do. This is not by accident, bro. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I do like CM Punk getting back with Paul Heyman. I like that.
Yeah, Vinny is definitely rooting for Roman Reigns to win. Vinny, I think people are going to be mad though that a part-timer is champ again. Like, are we going to hear those same complaints, or do you think people won't care?
No, because Roman Reigns is better than Brock Lesnar was in that role. Roman Reigns is better as a part-timer than Cody Rhodes is as a full-timer.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Did you say that? Did you hear me say that? I don't know.
No. It just cuts deep though when you say.
No. I just want to make sure you heard me, because if you're not, I'll definitely say it again, because I would love. Matter of fact, it makes me feel good to say it again, so I will say it again. Roman Reigns is better as a part-timer than Cody Rhodes as a full-timer.
Oh man, if Punk turns heel, it'll be help from The Rock. Could be.
Do you know why Roman Reigns has untied shoes?
I'm not even doing it. Just go ahead.
Because Cody can't lace them.
I knew where this was going. I could have just said that, but
you love it, Conrad. You love it, and it's true.
Yes, LA Knight is injured. I think he's got like one of those. Is it? I know because of the B. Like, is it Bursa sack or whatever on his elbow?
I think it's a staph infection.
Yeah, I know that's how you get it, but I thought they called it a bursa sac. All I know is those look really gross and nasty. Millennial says Jade Cargill beats Rhea for the women's title. In the aftermath, Bianca Belair and Io Sky are going to help Rhea, but Io will get hurt during the Brawl before a match against Asuka at night 2. Could be. I hope Punk retains. Ray says, "Ooh, we got a little split audience here."
The only way I hope that Punk retains, Ray, is if it's with the help of Paul Heyman and the Vision. See, to me, I don't mind.
Uh-oh. Did we lose you? Thank you, froze, Sean. Not sure what happened there.
There we go. That extra sauce, I don't know if you heard me. The extra sauce has to be CM Punk getting help from the Vision. Because CM Punk beating Roman Reigns just by him beating Roman Reigns makes no sense. Because let's call a spade a spade. Roman Reigns is still the number one guy in WWE.
I think so.
So you can't have CM Punk just beat Roman Reigns. You have to have if CM Punk, if the last music we hear before me and you go on the air on Sunday night, right here on Everything Pro Wrestling channel for the WrestleMania postgame show, if the last music we hear is CM Punk, I'm fine with that. If he's standing next to LA Knight and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman.
We shall see. We'll see if it develops. Interesting theories here. Guys, I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you saw a little bit of news portion here, but WWE has a lawsuit going on here with ESPN. You guys can follow your local wrestling news outlets to hear more about this. Sounds like they're saying that there were deceptive practices in the marketing of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Not good things, brother. Not good things for WWE. Them pockets been hit a lot lately for the TKO group.
Yeah, for real.
Also, Sean, that was announced on WrestleVotes on Fightful Select. WWE Saturday night's main event is planned for July 18th, Madison Square Garden in New York.
I will be trying to get tickets to that or press credentials, either one.
Definitely try to get press credentials because I can't imagine the cost in New York City for a ticket.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I was gonna go to Raw tonight, but it's a lot, man.
Oh, maybe they'll do 316% off on 316 day again. Well, it's just a deal. It's just a deal. Yeah, I bet, buddy. But yeah, it's just weird, man. Like I said, this is probably the longest stretch in being a fan where I have not went to any of these shows. Like they're here, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not going. Lower your prices.
I have a kid to feed, though.
Yeah, no, that too. But I'm just like, lower your prices. I'm not going. Could you sell an arm and a leg to go to the show? Absolutely. But am I? No. I'm not
Joel, I don't have tickets, bro. If I had tickets, I'd go. But I don't have tickets.
He said, I'll go with you tonight.
I'm sure you would. I'd be cool with that too, but I don't got tickets.
Does that mean we get WrestleMania back on Peacock? Absolutely not, sir. ESPN show in the first hour. That would have been a good idea to have some of those U.S. title matches like we were talking about on the show. Let's talk, before we get into some other news, let's talk a little Hall of Fame action, shall we, Sean?
Yes, do it.
Got two legacy names. So legacy means usually, and yell at me if I'm wrong about this, Sean, your family gets to stand up, do a wave.
Yes.
And then you're in, but we're not going to let you do a speech.
100%. Exactly.
Here's a video package. Sid, Psycho Sid. Just wanted to talk about Sid real quick. Your thoughts on him, Sean, and everything else.
I think Psycho Sid is massively underappreciated. Massively underappreciated. I think his work with the Horsemen, I think his work
Sid Justice.
Yeah, I think his work as Shawn Michaels' bodyguard, I think his work as a member of the $1 Million Corporation.
Yo, when he hit that shaving creek.
Yo, that was funny. But I do think his promos leading up to WrestleMania 8 with Hogan were really good.
His promos are so bad that they're great.
Yep.
I have the brain that you do.
Yeah, I think this is actually really well overdue. I think Sid should have been a Hall of Famer a long time ago. Dude was really God rest his soul, dude was really, really good.
Yo, chill, Rob. Chill, Rob. I know you know the story in the chat if you see it, Sean.
I do.
Yeah. Double A and the scissors incident. If you don't know, look it up, kids. I don't even know if I want to talk about that too long. 2 people could have went to jail that night because they were acting a fool.
Thank goodness. That's all we'll say about it.
Yeah. Sid should be in the softball Hall of Fame if you know that joke too. Yeah, he would say he got hurt, but then he's playing softball.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Sid's also we're live, pal.
Well, yeah, that Jim Ross interview was crazy.
Yeah, Sid hurt my soul as a child that night. I saw big Shawn Michaels fan as a kid, and Jose Lothario was checking on Shawn Michaels, and Sid picked up a camera and hit this man. Good. I was like, Shawn, no.
Good.
Crack Shawn too.
Good.
Put him down, and then he powerbombed. Huh?
What was he doing up on the apron?
Jose was just trying to make sure things were going fair.
Was Jose Lothario in the match?
Yes. He's a manager. He has a manager's license.
Why was he up on the apron?
He was letting the official know something.
Well, when you are on the apron,
I'm going to make excuses.
You make yourself part of the game.
Listen, all I know is when Sid came out, I was afraid because as soon as I saw those fans and the fist bumps happening, who's the man? You the man. Who's the man? You the man. I get goosebumps every time I watch that entrance. I'm like, oh, so good, bro. Powerbomb Shawn. And then if you look, when they show it, it's like the entranceway because I love how they shoot the garden or how they used to shoot the garden. Please bring that small entranceway back. And to the left, you'll see a girl who was there. That was me as a kid, like, no! And the 3 hits from Earl Hebner. And I was like, did you know, Sean? Give you a fact here. Sid is the last person to go into the Hall of Fame that held the Winged Eagle title. So every person who held the Winged Eagle title from when we were kids is in the Hall of Fame now.
And rightfully so.
Yeah. And I'll tell one cool Sid story. I've never told this story, and I've held on to it for years. I think I might have told you privately, Sean, but I'm going to tell the public for once. Many, many years ago, when young Conrad, who was still bald, he was doing interviews, and someone reached out to me. And this is right around the time where I was like, I don't want to do interviews anymore. I've interviewed Conrad Thompson, Chris Van Vliet. You say it, you name it. I probably did it back in the day. And I was out in these streets and I was like, who do you represent? It was someone's agent. And they were like, oh, we're trying to do like test things basically to see if a podcast will work. The agent was Sid's agent. And people don't know this. I have Sid's phone number right in here. I've called Sid. I spoke to Sid on the phone twice.
Wow.
Now, what happened was, and there's a tease. If you go look through my Twitter history, you'll probably find it. Back when I was on Brainbuster Radio, and they teased something with eyeballs, and then it was the world. That was supposed to be my interview with Sid. It never happened because Sid flaked on me twice. He did not show up, and I'm not mad at Sid for it. His agent apologized. He was going to do a podcast called the Master and Ruler of the World podcast, but it never came to be. You find out reading stuff from like Sid's kids, he was sick, things like that. And it all makes sense too, because the business he told me he ran is the business that no one knew about. And it all makes sense for how he got sick. You guys can look all that stuff up, but yeah. Sid was going to be on Everything Pro Wrestling at one point in time and do an interview about his career. Yeah. Anyone else just picture Conrad's head on a tiny child's body? Probably so. With your 33-pound head, if you want to do something that impresses me, I want you to roll your head back down your back and catch it. So yeah, R.I.P. to Sid, man. Definitely a legend. And when you tell me like a wrestler, if you had to build a wrestler from the ground up in a creation menu, Sean, your video game, to me, Sid's one of the people it's going to look like.
It would look like Sid, absolutely.
Another one that I'm happy for that's going in, Legacy once again. I know I say that a little like, but I think they should be in the Hall of Fame. Bad News Brown or Bad News Allen if you're an old school fan. I am happy for Bad News Brown. One of my favorite moments, man. Big win at WrestleMania 4 in that Battle Royal.
He won it.
And then Sourpuss Bret Hart had to come in and destroy that big trophy.
What a cheap shot. All I know is Bad News Brown didn't do anything illegal. He's there for himself.
How about the bronze judo medalist back in the day, Bad News Brown would have messed you up, bro. Like, I don't think people know. Look up that story with Andre the Giant on the bus. Hey,
Yo,
hey.
BNB was a bad man.
He was like, listen, if you ever say, you can look up what Andre said. I'm not going to repeat it on here, but he's like, you ever say that, say it to my face. And they said he wouldn't say it. And then he was like, you ever say something like that again, me and you, we're going to have some problems. He was like, I don't care how big you are. And I was like, oh, shoot. He didn't play. So he was a bad man. And did you know, if we have to add people, Sean, top 4 wrestlers who got into wrestling in their 30s, I think at the lower end of it, I know DDP's probably 1, Batista's probably 2, but I think around that 4 or 5 level, possibly, we might have to put Bad News Brown on there.
I think you're right, because Bad News Brown should have been the world champion.
He never got into trouble. He never did anything crazy. I mean, he also probably had 10 kids? Yeah. I mean, the brother couldn't play around and do anything foolish. But You never hear any crazy stories about him other than the WWF messed me around. They promised me I'd be the first black world champion, and it never happened.
There's one person I blame for that, Jack Tunney.
Wow. Not the rat that he was carrying around to the ring where Jake should have probably had a snake eat it.
What a terrible president he turned out to be.
Let me see here. It's crazy. It was a crazy match, and that card is underrated. Just wish Taker and Mankind match was disappointing. Wasn't Sid the tag team called the Skyscrapers? That is true.
Yes, he was.
Yo, shout out to Joel. And I have half the brain that you do.
That's right.
Scott Hall could not keep it together.
Like, what? I remember saying, what?
Yes. Yo, shout out to Mackenzie, 88 in the chat, man. He said, I'd like to see CM Punk as a heel. You and Sean both. Actually, probably all of us, most of us in here, truthfully.
Let's do it.
Greatest thing Sid taught us was there's no do-overs. We're live, pal. It was a good day for some bad news. Yeah, that's for sure, man. Yeah. Love Bad News Brown, though. Anytime me and Sean can relish on our old faves, we will do that.
Yes, indeed.
News from around other wrestling companies.
Freaking Punk hacksaw Jim Duggan at WrestleMania 5.
Yo, I've never liked hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's a nice guy. I've met him before.
Yeah.
Like, cool dude, but never was a hacksaw fan, really. Like, never was behind him. Like, yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says. I cheered for Bad News against Piper at WrestleMania 6.
What's wrong with that? Piper was wilding out coming in there like
that. Piper OD.
For the record, too, Andre and him were good after that. I guess Andre apologized and they became cool, but Piper not being able to get that stuff off his skin, if you know, he painted himself half black. He couldn't get that off because Andre dumped the liquid down the drain that he needed to do it. He had to go home with Mickey Mouse for his kid. Like, he carried it. He said, they were like, you have to check that, sir. And he was like, I'm not checking that. This is for my daughter. And he's painted half black. They probably think he looks crazy. He said, everybody just moves out of my way because they're like, what's wrong with this dude? He said it took him weeks to get it off. Like, they scrubbed his skin till it was bleeding.
Well,
he said he bought a first-class ticket so Mickey Mouse could sit next to him so he could keep an eye on it the whole time, though, for his kid. Like, crazy stories.
Yeah.
Create a Pro. They have announced this match. If you've been paying attention to the socials, MJF was going in against Nick Nemeth, talking about the Spirit Squad, all types of stuff. They're doing this match, man. Friday, May 1st.
Well, look,
Belleville, New York.
It's going to be a banger. There's no question about that. I mean, obviously, we know who's going to win, but I like the fact that Nick Nemeth is being put in a position like this.
Yeah, lots of faith, lots of confidence, and I think MJF wants to work with him. As much as, people don't want to say that stuff, it's like, yeah. And I like that he's doing, like, the touring the world champion type of deal. Like, feels Ric Flair-esque. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm here now.
Territories, baby.
Yes.
I'm coming to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I'm taking the Learjet to Des Moines, Iowa, and then I'm going right back down to Tampa, Florida. Woo!
MJF, a CAP graduate, that is for sure. Him and CPA hanging out down there. Sean, in surprising news of the week, Tony Khan. Vince Russo is doing a tremendous job with JCW Legacy, which I enjoy very much. Not a problem with what Tony said here. Could you believe that Coach and Russo called him out and they were like, come on our show, Tony. It'd be the greatest honor to have you on the show. And Tony said yes to people who have trashed him before. I was like,
well, one thing about Tony, he's not afraid. Now, I got to give him credit, but he's not afraid.
Just weird to see this. Like, the coach is going to interview Tony Khan. I never thought I would say that or see the day.
I mean, I give him credit for being brave, bro. Like, Tony Khan, he looks like a little, whatever, but he's not afraid.
No, and I think he'll go on the show, and I think he's being smart. Like, well, let's try to see if we could turn at least a quarter of their audience into new Dynamite viewers.
That's right.
So good for him, and I like his new PR approach. I think he's been doing good with that. Also, we found out on Maple Leaf Pro, Ring of Honor Super Card of Honor is happening Friday, May 15th in Salisbury, Maryland. Go to ROHTix.com.
Raw, it never disappoints.
That's for sure.
Get it? Raw.
Oh, we're going to talk about Raw here in 1
not
second.
Raw. Not Monday Night Raw. ROH. Raw.
Yeah. Yeah. Dynasty, Sean. It's a dynasty. We got MJF and Kenny Omega announced for the World Championship. How you feeling about this?
It's going to be fantastic. Look, at the end of the day, this is going to be the best pay-per-view of the month. Put me on camera.
Yo, that's crazy that this is happening before Mania. I just realized that.
Dynasty,
oh man, I'm gonna be really tired.
I'm going on record. Dynasty will be the best pay-per-view of this month.
We might be reviewing that one, just so you know.
I want it, man.
Keep going through this card for me.
Well, look, at the end of the day, you're talking about one of the greatest tag teams of all time, Edge and Christian. I call them Edge and Christian. Shut up, anybody who thinks differently. Going up against FTR, I think they're going to win the titles. I think it's a nostalgic thing, but I think it makes a lot of sense. Obviously, the return of Will Ospreay is amazing. The best wrestler alive has returned against Jon Moxley with the title on the line. I love that. And, of course, Kenny Omega, with his chance to return to the top of the mountain. But you know what? He won't, because it's not December.
He's still going with this. I'm getting a little fearful, though, because the more I think about it, I'm like, well, stuff's been up. Ratings have been up.
You don't listen. I don't understand you, Conrad. You know me for years.
Here's my fear.
I need to hear myself talk.
Here's my fear, though, for All In. Would you do a rematch with MJF and Ospreay, though?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
See, that's what's like got me like, I don't know if you do that. But listen, things have been good. Things are on a roll. Good for them. Check out me and Derek on Wednesdays for that. That way we'll get that out the way. 10:30, 10:15, whenever it goes off the air, we'll be live. Raw tonight. Sean, tag titles are on the line in a MSG street fight. And I hope we don't see candy canes and lollipops and stuff in there, because I do not like when they do street fights. Better than seeing the match where the pumpkin head and people are getting hit with presents and stuff.
Conrad Cushman, you know I'm serious when I call your last name.
You're watching Raw tonight.
I got a bad feeling about this one. I think
I told you I think's happening.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have new tag team champions, and I think there's a reason why we're gonna have new tag team champions. And Conrad said it first. Now I'm taking it to another level. Conrad said CM Punk. I'm gonna say CM Punk and LA Knight. I think CM Punk and LA Knight get involved, whether it's by mistake, accident, or not. I think Division will become the new World Tag Team Champions. I am very disappointed to say that. I don't like it. But I am a broadcast journalist, and I am telling the truth.
Will the Usos have a match at WrestleMania? Will they be challenging for these tag titles again?
Oh, yeah, they're going to run it back.
Okay.
They're going to run it back.
Just
now, I
make sure
that the Usos should take the titles into Mania and lose them at Mania. That's what I think. Because I don't have a problem them losing the titles. I just have a problem losing them 2 weeks before. Why is everybody losing their titles 3, 4, 5, 2 weeks before WrestleMania?
It creates excitement. Remember last year?
That's what I don't understand.
Remember Rhea last year? I said the same thing. I'm like,
yeah, but that made sense.
That was a little wild. I thought Rhea ain't been the same since. I'll stand on that.
Nah, I feel you. That's actually a good point, but that's booking. WWE sucks. I don't know how many times I have to say that.
Street Fight will feature Easter.
You know, you got a bald head. You got a big head. I've known you long enough to say it. I love you, brother, but nothing infiltrates the skull. When I speak and I say WWE sucks, for some reason it doesn't get inside your head.
I'm trying to be objective here.
I have a big head too. But when you say AEW is the best product in wrestling, I listen. You know why? Because it's true.
That's your line. I listen.
Well, I thought you repeated it, but okay.
I love AEW though. Listen, that's what it is. I did see that video as well, Matt, that there was a masked person entering in the garden and people were trying to figure out who it was. No idea. I thought it could be Becky Lynch.
I think Delayed Grass hit the nail on the head.
With which one? The Easter eggs or the Triple H? Here we go. Triple H is throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks.
I mean, all these title changes. And the most egregious one of all, don't mistake my disgust with Sami Zayn. Don't mistake my potential disgust about the Usos losing the titles to the division. The biggest one of all already happened. Drew McIntyre losing the WWE Championship still pisses me off.
Listen, I feel the same way. I don't want people to come away thinking like, oh, Conrad thinks Trick sucks. That's not what I'm saying at all.
That's not what you're saying at all.
No. And I don't think you feel that way about I'm saying that we can do better. And we place these people in the right spots.
No. See, this is the problem. I'm lazy. Damn it.
Oh, who it is? They're doing that match, bro.
But see, this is the problem, Conrad. This is the problem. And I'm mad because it makes sense, I'm lazy. You know what the problem is, Conrad Cushman? There are many entertaining ways for the Usos to get screwed out of these titles. LA Knight joining the Vision would be entertaining. CM Punk costing the titles would be entertaining. Braun Breaker stinks. How many times do I have to scream from the rooftops, this guy is overrated? Overrated. You know where he is?
He'll know one day, y'all. He'll listen to me. Spear, the new champ has been crowned at WrestleMania. Braun Breaker.
You know what this is right here? This is rated. You know where Conrad is? You know where? Excuse me, not Conrad. You know what this is? This is rated. You know where Braun Breaker is? Over it. He's overrated. I don't know what you see in this guy.
Mark this down.
Sean's
going to regret this.
Goldberg with a tick.
They believe in him. BJ said, because anything can happen in the WWE. Yo, chill. Agreed, Hubs. It should have been a triple threat or four-way with Drew as champ versus Orton, Rhodes, and Fatu. I mean,
that's what I predicted. I was wrong, but you know why?
We have friends who disagree with you on that too. They were like,
because that's a good idea, and you know what that means.
MJB, I saw you put, where's my dude Eddie Kingston? He was on MLP. He's been on Ring of Honor. He's been around. Gotta watch Collision. He's been making some moves. Clown bringing up Joey Janela's Spring Break may give it a run for its money. That show is happening as well. I believe it's going to be part of the Triller TV Plus package, right? I hope I'm branding that correctly, but I believe that's going to be on there. So if you guys want to check out all of the collective shows that week, make sure you guys are signed up for that. Since when is WWE entertaining? All right, this is my sign. It's time for us to get out of here, Sean. It's time. Take it home, brother. Take it home.
WrestleMania week is coming. Conrad and Sean have a lot of wonderful stuff planned for you. Unlike WWE that has nothing but crap planned for you. It's Dynasty season. It's not WrestleMania season. It's Dynasty season. So on behalf of Conrad Cushman, my name is Sean Hubbard. You're the chat. We're HWW. We're EPW. We are Clash of the Podcast. It's Dynasty season. We are the Clash. God bless. Be encouraged. Evil never prevails. You already know what it is, man. Later.